continue blabbering, I just want to say I'm a big fan of all the theory channels, and I do not hate the theory channels, but I think that some people are reacting way too intensely. If you somehow don't know what I'm talking about, basically, MATPAT, big YouTuber guy, runs a bunch of channels and is the host on all of them. However, after 13 years of doing that, he has decided to retire from being the host on all the channels. However, he will still be making other types of media. Like, instead of making YouTube videos, he's gonna actually make his own video games and shows. Also, he's still actually going to be working on the theories, just in the background. When all that information got unloaded on me on a random ass day, it was a lot of mixed emotions for me personally. I've been watching MATPAT since I was like 10 years old, so I'm not gonna sit up and lie and say that it wasn't sad seeing MATPAT go. However, at the same time, I think overall, I'm happy about this. Now, before you hold your pitchforks, hear me out. One, none of the theory channels are gonna stop running. They're just gonna replace the host with new guys for each channels. And also, these guys who have been writing the scripts for the past 4 years are finally gonna get to be the host. A role that they've all wanted since they were little kids, which, you know what, in my opinion, evokes the true spirit of game theory, because although I keep calling it game theory, the real name is game theorists. And the real undertone is that anybody can be a game theorist. However, the rest of the internet clearly does not share that same opinion. Because the second I was done watching that video, my recommended exploded with a ton of people crying, begging for him to come back. And you know what, if you're gonna cry a bit over this, alright, that's pretty fair. I guess, you know, it's your childhood show, makes sense why you would cry. But then there were the mofos who was sending him death threats because he wanted to finally leave YouTube. Like, bro, shut up. You're a grown-ass adult complaining that, oh, your childhood YouTuber's gonna go, when 99% of the time, you don't even watch him anymore. So, why are you acting like this? And even more childish are the people who are hating on the new hosts. Like, bro, are you dumb? It's not like they all gang together, ripped off a limb each of MATPAT, throw them in the river, and took over all the channels. No! Like, bro, you're most likely a grown adult. You should know this! Look, okay, I understand the time feels short, but chances are, if you were watching MATPAT for even half of the 13 years, so around 7 or so, if you were watching him when you were 11, you are 18 years old right now. Like, lil bro, move on with your life. You're a grown adult. You can't be throwing a whole ass temper tantrum about this. You should know to keep that emotion in check. To know that these YouTubers have to retire. To be happy that these YouTubers can afford to retire. Instead of whining all day. Oh yeah, speaking of the new host, I remember I was talking with some of my friends, right? You know, they crying and stuff, and I'm like, you know, just saying my classic wise stuff. It's gotta happen. He's gotta retire. And one of them said, well, actually, why can't they just use an AI voice replacement? Bro, are you on crack? Like, you would rather have this.
That there are in fact 14,605 possible multiverses, but there is one problem. Out of the 14 million multiverses, there isn't a single one where you get some
over this.
God, what happened? What do you mean what happened? What did yours look like?
Like, I don't know about you, but I'm taking the real person who was actually writing the scripts the whole time for the past few years over AI MATPAT. And no offense to the guy who made that video, shout him out. Like, that video is an actual good, funny video. But that's only because it's short and a parody. Not only would a full episode of AI voice MATPAT would not work, and that's coming from AI, by the way, but it's also disingenuous to the future new hosts. I mean, think about it. They've been working for this role for a long ass time, but because the internet is filled with a bunch of babies who refuse to grow up, no, they don't get the role and are now going to be replaced with an AI sounding MATPAT talking about how Henry's large intestine was actually a robotic child the entire time. And I guarantee you, a ton of people think that. Although, to be fair, it might not be too many people. You know, the person I might have been talking to might have been of a low intellect. You know, she did think that Link could beat Mario when Mario's beating Link, no diff. That's right, I did the numbers, I ran the math. If y'all want me to make a video explaining myself, I will, bitch. And hey, if I ever make that video, you know to watch that video immediately if you hit that subscribe button and left a like on this video so YouTube knows you like my content. And well, actually, I bet you're not even a real fan of game theory. Why, know what? I was here since the very beginning. I remember hearing him talk about boobs. You weren't. No, I wasn't here for that long. However, I was here before food theory, and I was here before the first Minecraft theory, and I was here before he talked about the deaths in Disney, essentially near the middle of game theory's life. And dog, I'm not gonna lie, after saying all that crap about people overreacting about MATPAT leaving, I myself am still pretty sad about this, you know? Again, back on the theories I enjoyed. The Minecraft theories were goated, but you know, silver lining is we're still gonna get them. And hey, this Minecraft theory explaining all the lore in one neat package was probably the best video game theory has ever produced. Yes, I will miss hopping on to film theory and watching MATPAT talk about how Godzilla is actually a freaking Mewtwo or something. But man, I'm excited to hear the new guy talk about it. And yeah, for my favorite channel of food theory, it will be pretty sad not hearing MATPAT talk about McDonald's fries and which fries are the best at every fast food restaurant, and him telling me that the Kool-Aid Man is coming to the MCU, and Style Theory, who okay, I don't have that much attachment to Style Theory. I mean, I still watch it, don't get me wrong, but out of all the theory channels, it's probably my least favorite. Not that I'm saying that much though, you're still a theory channel, you're still like an S+ tier YouTube channel. I'm just saying. But man, you gotta grow up, y'all. Can't hold on to our childhood things forever. So you know what? I want you all to say this with me. Thank you, MATPAT, for making my childhood better. And thank you, whoever his replacements are, for making my adulthood better. Although I guess in game theory's case, ruining my childhood. Oh yeah, also here are all the channels worst to best: Style Theory, Film Theory, Game Theory, Food Theory. Hope you like this video. Goodbye. Oh yeah, also imagine how hyped it's gonna be when Sniper Wolf retires, bro. Like, I'm finna be dancing on her grave. Like, let's go. No more reactions from this. Alright, so my most recent video was about nasty BFDI ships, and the best comment on here was by Poyo Power Plant. Not gonna lie, this is my best video yet. But I also have other videos that are really good too, so you can go check them out on the right side.